Yeah. I know I'm doing what you won't see very many Christians doing. I'm crawling up underneath bushes and shit to feed kitties. Homeless kitties. Trying to create a path of familiarity with my scent. Over to where they'll be able to get shelter when it gets colder. And maybe I can snag them up and get them adopted out or something. I don't know. I just do things. The next step that's there is what I do. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes I do stuff and the next step ain't there and I ain't supposed to do nothing else. It's a nice night out here. It's a little bit chillier than it was. Just be in the hands of the Lord for His living creations. Standing in faith that something's going to come through for these kitties, for the animals of the world, that God's Spirit will pour over the world, and these young people will adopt different priorities without something bad having to happen to make them do it, you know, like all the power going out, all the internet going down. 14th century feudalism, people killing each other for food, people killing each other for sport. We got an argument or something happening. People out here yelling at each other, it sounds like. I'm just out here to do God's work in the absence of anyone else in the neighborhood to do it, I guess. I could be gone from here. Things have come through to try and deliver me. And I imagine it would get better for Lisa eventually. Without all the burden of all my stupid ass ministries that I'm always trying to do. Help a kitty here, help a puppy there. Help a human here, help a human there. But then, you know, help comes. Not usually from a Christian, though. But help usually does come. Not always. It's weird, I wrote this book. It's just a ranting about what Christians have done to me and what they are, and how they make me feel. You know, what a therapist, she's a good therapist, what she told me I should do. She's like, you should just write all your crazed rants down and sell them in a book. She's like, if you make money from the book, then you'll feel like you got revenge on the people. Passive revenge. And I've already sold a copy, online ebook copy of it, the very first night it was out there. So it's pretty cool that I can write a rant, a crazed rant, and people will buy it. Just as a spite from God and Lucifer against these sub-spirits that are controlling all these other freaks. Got them doing all kinds of dumb shit, pouring ice buckets on their heads, getting tattoos and piercings, defiling their temples. It looks like I'm going to end up finding an Amish woman. Lord, I pray you will send the Amish woman. No tattoos, higher values, no worries about Twitter or Facebook or social media. can't be concerned with mainstream music. Lord, I pray that she'll come through magically and miraculously. That she will manifest in my life to relieve Lisa of some of the burden that I've become. Being an overgrown child, adolescent, childish. But hey, I think I've grown by leaps and bounds. The dumb kid I was in love with proved to be too dumb for me to be in love with her. She desecrated her beautiful body and put tattoos on it, so now she's common, like everybody else. She can be controlled to defy God, her creator, to fit in. And I'm not looking for somebody who wants to fit in with them. I'm looking for somebody who wants to join me to destroy them, because it is prophesied that God and Lucifer and those of us that are here for them will destroy them. So that's what I'm holding out for. Nothing common. I'd rather not have nobody than settle for less than what I want. That's where I'm at. I'm okay being alone. I come from a big family where I had to share every breath of air with 4 other kids. So I got no problem with being the only kid and someone who regards me as her pet human's life. See, Lisa's such an awesome bitch. It would take 10 women to replace her. And when she was providing me with sex all the time, it would have took 20 women to replace her before she developed her health problems. Which, if I could create some money, she could get out of the health shit. She just needs to get some smart lipo to fight against that lipedema that the man struck her with. Actually, the government should pay for all these women who have lipedema to get smart lipo, since they're the ones who gave it to them. So, Lord, we pray for Lisa's help. That awesome bitch come. It's gonna help me have fun finding the ranch that we're gonna buy with this new income opportunity you've created that is based on my work ethic. It's here, something that if my work ethic has something to do with it. And when my work ethic comes into play, I can prosper. So I'm finally defeating the Christians and defeating Chris Seeger and Oderbina and Kyle Legal, and defeating the terrorist and the Secretary of State posing as government, illegally holding me to martial law, won't let me have my license back, so I can just get a driving job and get off of SSI. Be active and productive again, things that are important to me. This defies my religious beliefs. Not working. There's people that will hire me for driving jobs right now. Top tier driving jobs. If I could just get my license back. It's a nice night out here. It's about 12:30 in the morning. Sunday night, Monday morning. It's still not like a Texas sky, though. I miss the Texas skies. I even wrote a song about them. A country song that's gonna die with me soon. All my music's gonna die with me. No. There was nobody from this generation for it to mean anything to anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. I'd rather not get heard than entertain a bunch of bugs. I know I've become quite the narcissist, but with good reason. You see this big driveway here? There should be at least 3 cars here. Women living here. There's something evil going on here. An evil spirit keeping the people that should be here from being here. It wasn't at any of the other houses that we lived at. Fucking, we were always fighting for parking space at the other places. And we got this place as well. We won't have no problems when people start showing up to hang out. And we've been here 8 years, and this spirit has been winning all this time. Finally got this small victory with this thing I discovered, that my writing can create an income after all. I just gotta write a whole lot of books for it to work, for it to create the income that I need. I have to have a whole lot of them out there for me to get the page reads that I need for the check that I need every month. So I need about another 1,000 books out there. I got the first 10 wrote up. What is that, 1%? But I've only been working on them a month. I'm determined to destroy them in their little deprivation campaign. They've got the vultures circling. They're going to be trying to sue us soon, take us into court. I want to look into if they have payment options, because if I could just pay the bill off, I always intended to pay it anyway. But if they want huge sums of money all at once, well, we're right back to square one, ain't we? Because that's where we're at with the creditors themselves, is they want too much at once. And I can't pay it like that. You keep fucking putting a late fee on it even though I'm paying you. It's like, well, you're negating every payment. And then you send collection agents while you're still doing that. That's illegal. But it just seems like some people, they think they're above the law. They think they can do whatever they want. The woman who did my substance abuse evaluation thinks she's above the law. She can lie about me illegally and fucking dick with my ability to get my license back. The bitch who was my hearing officer violated the law. She didn't give me a fair hearing. You know, there was a clean drug screen on the table. That's scientific fact. That holds more weight than anybody's opinion. I'm never gonna get over this life rape. Oh, Christians never stopped raping my life. As you know, Chris Seeger regards herself as a Christian. Ojabina regards herself as a Christian. And I bet you Kyle Legal does too. You know, they took advantage of my agoraphobic state. It doesn't make me too afraid to go outside, but it does affect my ability to interact with people properly, to properly represent my, my point, my thoughts, my side of things. So they took advantage of that. They took advantage of my handicap. When there's pressure, I implode. I don't convey what I'm supposed to convey. And there was a lot of pressure. There was pressure to lie because the truth would fucking crucify me. He did some shit. Well, Lord, I shared a lot of thoughts with you tonight, and with anyone who may actually watch this, which I don't care if anybody watches it. I'm not putting it off for that. I'm grateful that we were able to feed the kitties again tonight. I'm grateful for the help you're sending the kitties, that you're going to make them as important to people as their inanimate objects. Yeah, we're grateful, Lord. We're grateful it's not as bad for us as it is for them animals. And this generation, this throwaway generation of alcohol, swilly, chemical toilets, covered in tattoos and piercings, just uglified their bodies up for the sub-spirits. It's like spitting in God's face, ain't it? I mean, if you're ugly, then it's, it's one thing to get a tattoo if you're already ugly, You ain't uglying anything up because you're already ugly. But if you're beautiful and you get a tattoo, especially prominently displayed where you can't even hide it, that's like, wow, you're nasty, stupid. You're so stupid that fuck. It'd be like diddling the feeble-minded. Can't even think about you sexually. Yeah. I'm grateful to you, Lord, that not all people are like that. That they're not all here to please the sub-spirits and fit in with the crowd, with the subhumans. They're not all here trying to be something that they're not. I'm grateful for that. And that you had that special person lined up, and she's coming. And she's gonna make me so full of happiness for every moment of regret that I had here. She's gonna make me happy. Make me happy that the dumb bitch that I was in love with was too dumb to want me. Make me happy that she was too dumb for me to be with, because I really can't be with a retard. Right about now, my life has gotten dangerous. I have to have someone with me that's got her wits about her. She can't be impressed upon to try and please somebody else, to try and fit in with the crowd, to try and be attractive to all the wrong people, for doing all the wrong shit. I'm grateful, Lord, that those kind of miracles are possible, and that my life will be shared with somebody that is worthy of the moments I will be sharing with her, instead of some scrub who couldn't appreciate it, who can't even appreciate what you gave her. I'm grateful for exposing that to me, that sometimes the thing you wanted and you prayed for is not the thing that you should have. I'm grateful that you knew more than me the desires of my heart, that she was not really the desire of my heart after all. I'm grateful, man. I pray that the kitties will get this food, that the bully kitties won't take it all, and you'll get the babies to the food, to want to care for the animals. Yeah. I'm grateful to you, because I really got it better than I deserved. I know that. up, BT? Good kitty. Smells like breakfast in here. It's not hard to get up and cook in the morning, buddy. And you can just heat it up. I don't have to get grossed out about feeding kitties while I'm cooking breakfast. You buddy Maku. You buddy little kitty. Say look for our buddy. You sleepy guy. Sleepy kid. What's up, little man? You gonna go kitty? No? You go slinky cat, huh? Gato, you laying on the garbage, buddy. Hope you ain't been digging in that. Oh man. There's BB. She's going to kitty. You gonna go run as soon as they come in here? Act like a little feral cat. You're the prettiest little kitty. Yes, you are. Look at how pretty you are. Pretty little eyes. You're such a pretty kitty. I can't imagine somebody hurting you. They must just be some human-shaped monsters, huh? You're so soft and cuddly. Her and the other black kitty were tortured. And so was Mama Kitty. She's almost all black. She's got some white on her. You can tell by the way she acts. She's pretty skittish. And she kind of trusts me, but you know, reaching down to pet her, that's for sure. There's one of them little kitties. Actually, there's two of them now. They're in the neighbor's yard now. I don't know if they're the neighbor's kitties or if they're squatting there. I don't know if they're feeding them. I don't know if they're letting them in when it's cold. All I know is that I see them over there. And that's where we got the last litter of kitties that I got burned with. See, these kitties are getting big already. Look at them, how big they are. It may be already too late for them. This is going to be something I'm going to be vexed with now. If there's more homeless kitties in this neighborhood. There's already like 5 of them. Nobody would care for it. It's so sad, them poor little kitties. Hopefully them people over there are taking care of them. I'm putting food under the bushes just in case they ain't. Somebody's eating the food. A little kitty. There's 2 of them up there. Look to your left, under that tree right. I'm out in traffic Monday night on 72.
be. Just watch her walk on past.
Very rolling through a Northern Michigan Music Marathon with modern English. I know.
Right, yeah. They're gonna steal the election. People are gonna get angry, and they're gonna enact martial law. And Obama will stay in office. That's how it's gonna work. Running on empty, running blind, running into the sun, but I'm running blind.
Blam! Oops.
Oops! Hey, there's a kitty sitting right there. See? He's right over there.
He's like, okay, I'm ready to eat now.
He's like, are you gonna leave that door open for me to come in there and get me some food or what? I'm hungry, yo. He's sitting there for real. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Is that that orange kitty?
Yeah, he's the one I caught it here the other day.
You got the bowls full over there?
Yeah, boy, yeah. You do it, boy. Where'd your ball go? Where you going with that ball, huh? You wanna go get that ball? Huh? Go get that ball. You give me that ball. You give me that ball. You gonna get that ball? Go get that ball. Give me that ball. You 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 gonna get that ball? Huh? You gonna get that ball? Go get that ball. You give me that ball. You give me that ball. He's gonna run away with his ball. Bring me that ball. Hey. Bring me that ball. He's got it laying by the pole. Where's the ball? What'd you do with the ball? You got into something over there in the corner, huh? Now look at you.
See if we can see any of this stuff. It's not ever clear night. It's a long night. And just now when I came out, I actually came out early. It's a tad before midnight. Monday night. When I came out the back door, the one big kitty who I don't think is a feral kitty, I think he's just out late tonight. And I know that he's gluttonous, he'll eat their food, the feral kitty's food, and then go home and eat his food. That is if he has a home. He's pretty damn big if he's a feral cat, and he's been around for years around this neighborhood. I suspect he may even be Mama Kitty's father. I got that open. I don't know if it's too wide or what. I wanted it open just enough for the baby kitties that I was showing y'all. We'll spend this moment here thanking the Lord in a spirit of gratitude that we're not those homeless kitties. We're not any homeless animals. We're not any animals that are being neglected or starved or deprived of love. That we have voices. We can cry out. We can use words to express our pain. So we're grateful, Lord. We're grateful that we're able to help them kitties. Them few kitties over there. And I suspect them kitties may not even be homeless. I'm hoping that they're not. That my prayers were answered before I prayed them. You know? So, my wife has been researching my pains and my symptoms. And now even she's concerned, wants to get me into the doctor, into a different town, to get a colonoscopy and see if I've got cancer, because it could have metastasized and spread to my bones, she said. And the pain I'm feeling could actually really be in my bones and not any muscles at all. So it's like, yeah, it scared me to death with this shit. So I really don't see no sense in trying to recover if they're going to be able to sabotage everything I try to do. I mean, I come back to this timeline, and we're moving in a different direction. We're writing books. And somehow or other, that version of me is selling the books. Okay? I had my music out there for years, couldn't sell one MP3. Okay, my wife bought an MP3. But I'm gone, and these books get wrote. And, well, some of them are already wrote. I actually wrote them. And they get released. I didn't know I could put them online. I didn't know that I had the ability to walk that out. And they're selling it, and I come back to this timeline, and suddenly everything's sabotaged. It all goes to shit. Nobody's reading anything anymore. Nobody's buying anything anymore. It's almost like I need to be gone for Lisa to be able to prosper. And you know, I've got to the point where I'm down with that. The girl I love is never gonna be with me now. She's one of them. She wants to please them. She has tattoos to fit in with them. She desecrated her beautiful flesh that God gave her. I don't know if I can forgive her for that. I could forgive adultery, but I couldn't forgive that. You know, it's weird. I'm weird like that. So that's like, I already know I'll never be with her now. Even though it was impossible anyway. She's like a child, and I'm a grandpa. You know, I'm old. I don't have grandkids or nothing, but I'm old. Old enough to have grandkids. But it's like, realistically, for me to go ahead and go to the hospital and all that stuff, for me to be hospitalized to do these things and for their treatments, realistically I have to find someone who can fill in for me while I'm gone. So I have to keep pushing due to the absence of this entity that's supposed to be here, the third entity. You see, without her, I'm strapped to this without, you know, many options. I can't seek out healthcare if I wanted to, because realistically, who's going to tend to these things that I tend to if I don't tend to them? Realistically, there's nobody I can ask to do the things I do. Not even for a few days for me to go to the hospital. So I really feel bad because I feel like I'm in a race against time to find somebody who doesn't even exist to be able to fill in for me. Because Lisa doesn't want to do it in her life, so I have to find a female. Well, you know, I have to find someone that's not going to burn her life down. People don't realize the violence of, you know, the homosexual direction. That a lot of times the people that are taking that direction are broken. And they'll do evil shit to those that they love. And they'll put themselves in situations just to be able to fuck people over. Get some good sex for a while. Get a free ride for a while. Never intending to contribute or give back. So then they put you in this position where you have to treat everybody as if they're a potential bum. You have to look like you're desperate. You need to see money up front. Just because, well, they could be a bum. You know, you're going to try and give them a chance, and they're going to come in and burn everything down for meanness and then move on to the next victims. And there are people like that. A lot of them. Especially in this younger generation because, well, they don't have the marketable skills and the ability to hold jobs that we had, you know, that make money. So then they have to parasite on other people who are productive and can make money. And in Lisa's position, well, she has to dig out of her hole. And that's going to take someone coming in that will contribute to the, you know, the basic household things so Lisa can allocate some money in another direction. Now, supposedly all things work together for good for those who love the Lord. I don't say I love the Lord. Actions speak louder than words, though. I take care of his animals. I try to look out for homeless people. I try to stand up for the bullied and the impoverished. I try to speak up for the voiceless and do the things that Christ would do if he was in my shoes. You know, in publicly. I mean, you know, privately I'm evil. I'm sensuous and sexual. But publicly, I try to be an entity that is doing something that an advanced entity would apply themselves to if faced with the same situations. And I don't know, it's disheartening. I'm very depressed today. The pain in my body, and then I was sick. I'm like, you know, having this physical sickness, and that's what Lisa was saying is, hey, you know, you got all these symptoms, you need to go make sure. And I'm like, well, hey, all right, they want to go look at my ass for cancer. All right, because they didn't find none in my lungs or anywhere else in my brain or anywhere. Right? Okay. So it's a long way from my shoulder to my colon. If the cancer has gone that far, isn't it too late already? I mean, short of a miracle from God, isn't it too late? Think about it. If it metastasized that bad that I've got it in the bones in my shoulder, in my back of my neck, my vertebrae, I'm already dead. I'm a walking dead man. So it's kind of stupid to do anything other than try to line things up for when I'm gone. So I'm going to have to get serious about this search for this girl. Just trying to rent the room out to find her ain't working because, well, you know, finding someone that wants to become part of a clique or part of like the family. I want someone who's going to love my kitties and my puppy dogs and my wife. And, you know, the ministry that is her life. Because her life is an established ministry. Everywhere she goes, they're attracted to her, you know. I know when a deer was lost in this town, it perked itself right next to this garage until it finally got scared away. You see, the kitties end up coming to her. Children are attracted to her. It's like she has that weird innocence about her. Because publicly she's like I am. She wants to do what's right by people and by animals. She wants to do what's right with her life. She has every intention of paying these people, and I have every intention of paying these people that are going to be suing me soon. You know, so if it works together for good, it's like, well, maybe this will stop them from charging me every month a late fee and driving the shit up. And I can just make a payment and eventually pay the shit down. That's the best case scenario, hopeful thought right there. That's why I want her to research their websites and see what they offer for payment plans. Because I don't have no big amounts of money. You know, I only get that little SSI grant every month. It's not enough. That's not enough to cover my bills. You know, my credit card bills don't qualify as bills. You know, bills. So I don't know what the fuck I'm expected to do. Really. If they've successfully sabotaged the book thing like they did everything else, they took the wind out of my sails. 2014, I was on my way to get my license back and working a driving job. I had it all lined up. Here it is 2 years later. I'm still being life raped. And nobody cares. There's no rally of support. It's like they can keep doing it until I die. Nobody's gonna stop them. So, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated and sad right now. I'm really tired. It's like the sleep I'm getting while I'm in pain. It's not even sleep. I'm not getting rest. I don't feel rested. I feel really exhausted. You know how you feel when you're fighting pain for a long time? You just get exhausted. Those who are fighting, real levels of pain, you know what I'm talking about. You get exhausted from it after a while. You get tired. You get tired of trying to be up, but you get tired of trying to lay down. You're just tired. You want it to end. You're to the point where if it's the quality of life you're going to have, you'd rather just die than to continue in it. And that's where I've been for a long time. Well, this deprivation campaign is being successfully carried out against me. I mean, they are successfully depriving me of every single comfort. Almost as if I'm the last living entity in a fishbowl. You know? It's weird. Because, there used to be a level of, compassion and attraction. It's like, hey, I've got a lot of positive qualities to offer somebody, and a cool place to come hang out. I should have attracted somebody even on a selfish level just because they want me on a selfish level. But even devoid of that, they're able to cock block that. What about this? There's nobody to look and say, hey, we don't agree that you should be able to do that too. Well, it's a little bit after midnight now. About 7, 8 after, I'd say. 10 after at the latest. I don't have a clock with me. Time doesn't really matter to me. My life is over with. It's already passed me by. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm not going to be playing no music and no awesome bands. I'm not going to be building no animal sanctuaries or homeless shelters. I'm not going to be stopping pedophilia or rape or beat downs of taxpayers. I'm not going to do anything, man. I'm just going to writhe in pain and die. That's what I'm going to do. That's all I'm allowed to do. Who we got here? It's BB. He's a pretty little kitty. He is. Look at those eyes. He's got a abyss eyes. You can look deep in them and still never see the back of them. Probably can't get it with the camera. She's not loving either. Am I getting her? Yeah, you can see her eyes. That's all you can see is her eyes. She's such a cartoon character. This little cartoon kitty. Alright, I'm gonna go in. Got my kitties waiting for me today. Kitties. It's disappointing. What's up, slinky cat? You being a good kitty? Oh. You being a good slinky cat, huh? Got her on pills, huh? Jesus Christ. see you in the dark back there. Like, goddamn, this place is packed. This is a voting place. People coming to vote after work. My wife did not want to go home and do this. She doesn't like this shit, but she doesn't like the idea of her vote going to Hillary if she doesn't use it. And that's what will happen to anyone who doesn't vote. You'll register to vote and vote for Hillary. Okay, this is the wrong place, even though they said gotta vote here. Here's where she's supposed to go to vote if she lives in Grayling. Because, oh, it's such a goddamn big area. We just gotta have two places to vote. One outside of town, one inside of town. We gotta tell everybody to go outside of town and then tell them once they're filled out the paperwork. Oh no, go over here. Just lay down and be quiet. There's nothing happening here. Nobody's getting out. Okay, everybody's saying it's taking them about 45 minutes when they were telling her the horror stories of voting. Earlier today, she's been in there about a minute, so we'll see if it really takes that long. Right across from the police station. Fuckhead who just got out of this car. Couldn't tell if it was a dude or a chick. Standing in there right now. Without any regard for whether or not their door would hit this Jeep, just threw it open real fast as far as it would go. Now, it is just lucky it parked far enough away that it didn't hit this Jeep. Well, I would have been getting carried right over there to their jail for beating the shit out of that person. You see? That's why you don't life rape people like me, because you create a repressed rage condition where people can't cross the line with me now. I might fuck around and fuck you up in the name of these people who are life raping me. You know, Ojabina, Chris Seeger, kind of legal. The people who took advantage of my agoraphobic state. Which does not make me afraid to go outside. It just affects how I interact with people. It makes it hard for me to interact with people in a normal way. So I couldn't really speak up for myself, and they took advantage of that. I'm still being life raped 2 years later. They denied scientific fact that proved that the substance abuse report about me was a lie. It's a lie. But no, I've got to not have a license because, well, women in power, they're all about life raping. That's why my wife is here, because of what women in power have done to me. She wants to make sure that don't happen. She has to vote against any women getting in power in any capacity, because they are incredibly feeble-minded and fucked up. It took, what, 10 minutes? Let's see what time this clock says. What we referred to. Less than 10 minutes to fight tyranny. To fight terrorism. To fight against Obamacare.
This guy know how to drive.
Look at all this traffic.